All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back again to my channel. This is Juan Castellanos again with another video, and we are going to be unboxing today the Huepar 4X360 green line laser, 4D cross line laser with the LCD screen and the Bluetooth. So this is the box that came in. Amazon just dropped it off. I'm pretty excited about it. I do some light construction. I do a little bit of DIY projects. I do some welding. I do a little bit of installation, some light stuff. But check it out. This is the Huepar laser that I was talking about. And let's unbox it, see what comes in. You see how it is. This is the first time I'm opening it up, so we're gonna open it together. You guys are gonna see what I got. If you are thinking about investing in a laser level, maybe this might help you out. So I paid about $180 for this one. I tried out another laser before this one, which was a Klein. I think I paid about $90 for that one. I didn't like it. Most of my installs are outside, not indoors. So it needs to be pretty bright. I am on a budget. I don't want to splurge. I don't want to go with the more reputable higher end lasers like Hilti, Milwaukee, DeWalt. They seem to be somewhere up in the over 200, 300, 400, 500, even up to $600, $700, $800 range for a good a laser like that. And they are pretty good. I've used those when I do work construction. Like I have said in other previous videos of mine, I am a local 433 iron worker, so we do pretty heavy construction. But then again, those are multi-million-dollar projects. But when I have my own projects, a small gate, a small door or something, it is not that expensive, not that big a deal, but I do need something that I can see. So like I said, I went with the Klein before, but it was, I'm pretty sure, I'm not knocking Klein, but I think that, the price that level was, it was mostly for inside the house when you don't have the sun beaming down on you, so I think that laser is more for interior work rather than outside work. When you're outside, you have the sun, and it's really hard to see a laser. So, anyways, red laser, green laser. I think that the greens are a little bit better for outside use. If you're going to be inside, I think you want to go with the red. But whatever. This one here, they claim to be. This particular model claims to be a green laser. Okay, and let's see what comes in here. So right off the bat, you got your stickers. The case is pretty good. Let me go back and look at the case, guys. It's a hard case. Okay, it is a hard case, so I like that right off the bat. Check that out. It's got the brand name right there, Huepar. Okay, I did mention the stickers right off the bat, but again, this is you're trying to find out the product, how good is it. We don't care about stickers right now, even though I like them, but we're gonna see how this fares in out there, because that's what I wanted to do right off the bat. User manual right there, and we're gonna go through this item by item. right here, right off the bat. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Again, I've got my cell phone in one hand, so this is it right here. Matter of fact, I got an idea. All right, so as I was saying, I got my hands free. I set up a little tripod. I said I was gonna start buying some equipment. I did, and so I'd probably do this a little better. Anyways, I think this is a little remote control right here. This here obviously is your target for when it gets a little too bright. I've seen these before with the higher end lasers. Hilti has them. DeWalt has them also. Your little targets. The green plastic here seems to reflect the light from the lasers a little better, and it's got your little grid markings on it. So that right there, you know, it's useful. Okay. This here seems to be like a bracket, so you can mount this probably on a wooden surface or any other type of surface that is not metal, because I imagine that the laser unit itself is probably going to be a magnetic backing on it, so that you can't stick it into a metal surface. But if you're not working on metal surface, you could probably use this to bolt it on there, possibly in your garage. Just, you know, bolt it into a wall and then store it right there. Okay, so moving right along. And I like the way this, you know, I can't say enough about the case. I like the case. It's pretty rugged. It's got the foam here, just in case you do drop it, it's gonna survive. If it's not a high enough drop. But anyways, here is what seems to be a little base with some elevations. I guess this one will be a forward, backward. Oh, look at this. It's got a jog left, jog right there. You guys can see that. This one here, it's got to be some kind of fine adjustment right here. I have to find out what that does. But I like this. This one here, backwards, forward, jog left, jog right. This is perfect when you're fine tuning. And this one, it's a fine tuning up, fine tuning down. So I like that. You guys see that? And it's got your quarter 20 typical tripod screw right there. This is a little bigger. I don't know what that is. You guys might, you know, they're into this stuff. You guys might know what that is for. It's just probably some bigger attachment. But anyways, there's the magnets that I was telling you guys about. See that right there? That right there. You know, you bolt this into a wooden post or something, then you can come in and just put that guy there. Your laser sits right on top of here. Now it's not going anywhere. It's pretty strong. Took a little bit of force for me to get that off of there. Okay, let's go ahead and put that off to the side right there. That this seems to be like a little stand. I've seen this on their advertising. Check that out. You guys see that? That's like a little, another little stand so you can set your unit on, the laser on. You set it up here, and it's like a little pedestal. Another fine adjuster. Go down, go up. That's pretty cool. I like that, because sometimes I find myself putting the unit on top of some 2x4s and then shimming it up with, trying to get that perfect adjustment. I'll shim it up with like some other another thinner material to get that perfect adjustment that I want. So I like this. This is awesome. I just don't like that it sits freely on here. If you knock it over, you probably will knock it off the stand. If you hit it with your foot or something, it will fall off. But I like that. You get a nice fine adjustment up and down. So that's that right there. Remote control, your target. Keep on going right here with our stuff. Again, we're unboxing the Huepar 360 4X by 360 green 4D crossline laser. This seems to be a plug, a regular 110, 120 plug right here with USB right here. I imagine this is probably for charging the batteries. And we have the USB cord right here. And there's your USB connector. I imagine it goes right here. Right in here, guys. And that seems to be Type C, I believe. I'm not sure, but I imagine this one, you plug it right into the unit, and it's probably for charging your battery while it's your batteries while it's on the unit. I imagine. Now, I'm not an expert on this, guys. Huepar is not paying me for this. I'm doing this on my own. I'm not a big YouTuber. This is my cheesy review. I just do this because, well, you know, I love tools. I buy tools, and I want to share with you guys the unboxing of it, what it comes with. If you guys are thinking about buying one of these, what you guys can expect to get. And we're gonna turn it on, we're gonna set it up, we're gonna see how it works, and possibly this can be a genuine video. It is not, I'm not, you know, being sponsored by anybody. Huepar's not paying me. This is a genuine review right here, and if I like it, I'll tell you guys. If I don't like it, I'll tell you guys. We'll see together. Anyways, this one here seems to be batteries. It's probably the battery pack that goes onto the unit. I see some contacts right here. I see battery ports here. This seems to be AA batteries right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably. Okay, I see batteries in here, but here, let's see what this is. Battery pack. This is your okay, yeah, this is the rechargeable battery for the unit. I think it looks like that's what it is. And this one, if you want to use the regular batteries. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So it comes with a rechargeable battery pack here, and if you want to just buy the regular AA batteries and pop them in there, I think that's what this is. Okay, moving right along here. Got nothing in there. So they do provide you with these cheap, I'm gonna say cheap, AA batteries. Tip Sun, I've never heard of this brand, but anyways, at least they give you some. So, you know, if you don't have any, once you get this, you don't have to run out of your house and go buy some, or wait till you charge this unit up. So at least they give you some of these, and we'll see how how they are before we even charge it. So we'll go ahead and set up our laser, our battery pack, I imagine, with this one. And yeah, I'm not reading the instructions, guys. I should, but I'm not. I do that all the time, and I'm, you know, for everybody out there that's probably like me, when you buy a grinder, you take off the guard right away. Yeah, I just admitted that on a video. I do that, and I feel for some reason that I'm not alone. But anyways, just much like the user's manual has the last thing I'll read. Whatever, you know, I probably should. Whatever, but don't be like me, guys. Read the user's manual when you guys get your brand new equipment like this. Read it. All right. Don't do like I do. Just go ahead and go balls out and plug stuff in. Even though I'm gonna do it, don't you do that. Whatever. Keep going. All right. Like I said, this probably seems to be a battery pack for disposable batteries. Positive here, negative here. You guys know that. Okay. Just like that. Okay, this seems to be your rechargeable battery pack. We already established that. That's your charger. Okay, and now for the part we've all been waiting for, the actual laser. All right, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, and there it is right there, guys. Check that out. Now, get that out of here. It does come with an LCD screen, you guys. Look at that. Now, right off the bat, I like the construction of it. I like the feel of it. It's not heavy. It's not all that light. It doesn't seem all that cheesy. It feels pretty good. It's got, you know, like I said, it's got nice weight on it. I like the way it's got the horizontal line, and I believe it is a 360. So this one, it's going to shoot a horizontal line 360 here. It's going to shoot a vertical line here forward. It's going to shoot a vertical line here 90 degrees to that forward. So you're going to get an X and Y axis here, including your horizontal. Okay, so that right there is something that I need and I look for, especially when I'm installing a door or whatever. I want to make sure I'm square to something that you know, something that I'm installing. I want to make sure that I have a square, a 90 degree, a true 90 degrees. So this one here should give me that right here. This one here, the vertical going this way, and this one here is the vertical going that way. So that right there gives me a perfect 90 degree. And this one here usually gives me my elevation. And I hold everything. I believe that this one has another horizontal line down here. If you guys can see that right there, that's another horizontal line right there. So if you want to get even lower, then say, I don't know, 3, 4, 3, anything above 2 feet and above, you're going to be using this one. But say, what if you have something an inch or so above ground? Well, guess what that one's for? This one here should give you that. This one sits close to the ground, and that one there gives you that little elevation. Anyways, that's all nice bells and whistles. But let's see how this laser here looks. I want to see the line, see how it is. I believe this one here would be the battery pack installation right there. You guys can see that. Okay, there's your 1/4 20 typical tripod screw right there. You drop that on top of a tripod right here, and bam, you got it. Or right here, That's your quarter 20 right here. So that one, if you guys want to set this up on the little pedestal, that would be how you guys could do that right there. Okay, and again, your controls here, your vertical adjustment, see that? And I like the way it stays there. It doesn't drop down on its own weight. I imagine it could for this little fine adjustment here, but whatever. And this one has, I imagine it's got the magnets back here too, right there. So because you're working on steel, right there, put it up on a post. Some metal decking and stuff like that. That can snap right onto that. Again, remember your controls, your forward, backwards, and your left and right jog right there. Okay, it's a little wobbly. I got to figure out how to stabilize that a little better. I imagine there's a way to do that. And what is this? So we're gonna figure that out. Anyways, whatever. We'll get into all that stuff later. I want to see the reason why we tuned on to this video. I want to see if we can actually see this green laser outside. Okay, like I said, battery port right here. We're gonna go ahead and pop in the batteries. And you see your battery contacts in there, so make sure you guys put them in the right way. And it seems to be like this here, seems to be the right way right there. Yeah, be the shape of it, square peg and square hole. All right, right there. And right off the bat, I think that this one here, it's gonna be your on-off button right here. Let's see. There it is. There it is. And right off the bat, we have the horizontal, the high horizontal. Do we have the verticals? No, we don't have the verticals. But we do have on the control panel right here, you see that H, I imagine it's the horizontal. The V, I imagine is the vertical. So we have, there it is. Push the V. Now we have the X and Y axis right here. So we have the vertical line going this way. Let's see what happens when we press it again. We have the other we have the horizontal plane, we have the vertical plane, and I want to see if the one on the bottom, this one here, comes on. So that right there, what you guys saw, was your off level alarm. You guys see that? You guys got to keep this within 4 degrees of level, so it's semi-level. It is a self-leveling levels, but it has to be within 4 degrees of level. Otherwise, it gets knocked off and it starts beeping, letting you know that, hey, I need to be level. It needs to be level. Okay, now it does have a lock feature where you can lock this. If you want to lock in the dimension, like right there, if you want to lock it, you don't want it to move. I'm not sure if you long press it, maybe. And yes, no. Okay. But anyways, I think that, you know, for this one we do have to figure out, you know, it's a little bit more technical, but we can do that at our own time. It's got a feature where you just press it, long press it, and it locks in your there. No. It'll lock in a level a level dimension, so just in case you guys are doing handrails or stairs or whatever. But anyways, that's a deeper dive into it. We can go ahead and read the instructions for that, and we can cycle all through the control panel. But the real reason that I wanted to do this video is to see if we can actually see how bright this line laser is. Now, if you guys can see here inside the house, let me go ahead and get all the I've got the horizontal, I've got the vertical. Do I have this one? I don't have it. There it is. There's all the lines right there. I'm gonna go ahead and project it onto a, he's out of level right there. I'm gonna go ahead and project it onto a wall. I'll go ahead and show you guys that. Now, this, I will remind you guys, and I will point out the fact that we are indoors. Okay, you guys can see that. There's my X and Y axis over there on that door. Okay, now in here, it goes all the way up on top. You guys can see that? That's all the way up there. It goes back there. So you get a 360 all the way back of, I don't know if I can see the line there on the garage door. Now that's pretty visible. But again, we are indoors, and I'm not surprised that the laser can do that. You guys can see that right there. Okay, it goes 360 in the room. You guys can see over there on that wall, ceiling, up on top. So I'm pretty happy with that. So interior, I wasn't surprised. I knew it was gonna handle it, but the real test is when we go outside. So I'm gonna take this outside, we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna see if this is worth the money. Okay guys, so we are here on the side of my house, and we are gonna go ahead and do the ultimate test on this guy. See if it actually works out here. Now it is between two properties, and it's not in direct sunlight, so it's it's not that bright, but again, we are outside, and we're gonna go ahead and see how this laser acts where there is a little bit more light. And let's see if we can go ahead and get all of our lines. So I have this plane here. Obviously you guys can see that. I have that vertical line straight forward. Let me see if we can get all of them. There we go. We have the three line laser. We have the this one going here. We have this one going this way, and we have the horizontal one too. So right there, it's already. Let's go this way. Okay, that seems to be a little out of level. Okay, so right there. So right off the bat, it's not in direct sunlight, and it is struggling. I am struggling. Now I do use readers for this, but see, you guys can see the line right there a little bit, and then I don't see it anymore. And over here, I'm trying to look for it, and I don't see it in here anymore. So that's That's actually not good. I don't like that. Okay, so right here, about 2 feet behind us, behind the unit. You can't see it. You can see it in my hand. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So you can see it in my hand, but you can't see it on the ground. I can't see it. Over here, let's go to the wall. Let's go to the wall here. See if we can see it. Okay. I can see it on my hand. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I can see it here, but I can't see it. Well, I gotta struggle. I gotta really look at it. I can't see it there, and we're all about 3 to 4 feet from there to there. Let's see this one. Yeah, I can see it on my hand. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I can. I can see it on my hand. It's right there. And I can't see it on this wall, right there. I can see it up here. It's going to be faint on the video, I know. But let's go to the front of the laser and see if we can see it over here. And here I can't see it. But for such a long distance, you guys can see we are probably, I don't know, 10, 12 feet. But for this, let's see if the target picks it up. Okay. I went ahead and picked up the target. Let's see how and if it picks it up over here. Oh yeah. That's picking it up right there. I don't know if you guys can see it on video, but right here, right in front of it, right in front of my face, I can't see it right away. Okay, that's on the right side of the unit. On the left side of the unit, let's see if it picks it up. Yeah, I see it right there. Okay, so that's right there. And now for the ultimate test, let's see if it picks it up over there. We're probably about 15 feet from here, and let's see if this one is going to pick it up. And on this one, I don't see it. So let's see if how far we can pick it up. There it is. So it's right there. So I am about 10 feet from the unit right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. I know I can see it from here. And this is how far I am. It's about 10 feet from the unit. I'm gonna start walking back. Maybe I was in the wrong spot, and I think I was. So yeah, it's all it seems to be like right here in this corner. You guys see that? I can. It's right there. See it? See up here? Keeps going. I can still see it. I can still see it. See it? And it's getting dim right here, but I can still see it all the way up to the wall right here. So I guess I was in the wrong spot over here. Let me see if I can pick it up on my hand. Yeah, I can faintly see it on my hand. I don't know if you guys can or cannot, but the target picks it up really well. You guys see that? Right there. And we are about 15, maybe just shy of 20 feet from here. Let's go to the back. And again, guys, this video here is for the purpose of, you know, I'm doing the legwork for you guys. If you guys are in the market for a laser, this one here, I'm doing the legwork for you guys. If you guys don't want to purchase one and then be fearful that you're going to be unhappy with it, my reviews are genuine. I'm not getting paid I actually buy these because I use them. I am a local 433 iron worker, but these are my DIY projects. I'm not using these for the big projects that I work on. The companies usually provide all those lasers, and they are higher end lasers like Hiltis and DeWalt's and all that stuff, all the good ones, Bosch. I am about 15 feet away from the unit right now. You guys can see it over there. It's on the ground, and I'm behind it, and this is supposed to be a 360 laser, and I can faintly see it on the target right there. It is picking it up right there. Now I do use reading glasses. 53-year-old, that's my neighbor, sorry about that. My eyes are tired. I have been welding for about 25 years, but I can see it there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it right there. The video might not be able to pick it up. Maybe it does, I don't know, but I see it right here, and we are outside. It's a little overcast. Sun just went over the house, but it's bright. It's a little bright, and I can still see it over here. I can still see it. I'm gonna go back until I can't see it anymore. I can still see it right here. I can still see it here. And here I'm in direct sunlight. I can faintly see it. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna go back anymore. I can't see it anymore. We're about probably 25 feet from the unit right now. See all that? That's how far we went back. That's not bad. With the target, I can deal with that. And this is in between the two properties. We're not in direct sunlight. I can probably go in direct sunlight, but I know what's gonna happen. If I go over there, we're not gonna be able to see it. If I can barely see it here, I know I'm not gonna be able to see it over there. But hey, what the hell? If you ain't got nothing to do, let's go ahead. I ain't got nothing to do except check this out, except review it. Let's see what happens. Maybe with the target, we can see it. Okay, he's a little out of level. Let's go this way. Should be right there. And yeah, just like I expected, you can't see anything here. This is in direct sunlight. But let's see if we can pick it up with the target. And yeah, I can see it there. So we can get a mark. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can. So we can get a mark. If I absolutely needed to get a mark, you see that little perforation right there on the top of this black tab right there? You would use your pencil and you will mark right there. Once you catch that line it up with that white one, put it up against something and mark, and that would be your mark right there. Okay, we go this way. Again, there it is right there. I can see it. I can see it. Okay. All right, go back in the house. All right, we're back in the house, and again, this is the Huepar laser. It is for my DIY projects. I just got it. We just unboxed it. These are genuine reviews. Again, I said Huepar is not paying me. I don't get any money for this. This is just me doing genuine reviews. I bought this for some projects that I have or that I may have in the future, and I bought it with the full knowledge that hey, it's not a one of the big lasers, one of the big name brand lasers, and that's okay. I'm not gonna invest the money in, you know, over $500+ on a laser that I'm probably gonna use, I don't know, 1 time out of the year, 2 times out of the year. I'm probably gonna be using it a lot to do a lot of honeydew projects. My wife is probably gonna ask me to hang some pictures around the house, and I'll probably use these. I'll be doing some fence and gate installations for friends and family. I'll use this. I'll get a nice little X and Y on the floor for some tile work, maybe. But how long am I going to use that? I don't know. Maybe once a year, maybe, I don't know, maybe every other year. I don't know. But this one here seems to be in my budget. I don't want to spend any more than that. I spent about $180. And I got all this right here. You guys can see this is the main thing right here, because it's got the base, it's got the magnet on it, it's got the remote control. I think it's Bluetooth, so you can download an app and you can move it from your phone. Okay, it's got the little platform here, so you can raise it up. You see that right there for some fine adjustments. Just be careful right there. He's not fixed to the platform. If you knock it over, he will fall off. Okay, it comes with the disposable battery pack right here. AA batteries, takes 4. Okay, or you can use the rechargeable one right here, just like that, I think. Yeah, just like that. It comes with the 110 outlet plug, the USB connector, and if I do a little bit more investigation, I can find the plug where that will be at, but not too worried about it. I'm just, you know, I just wanted to cover the main things. Can we work with this? Can I work with this? I'm just, like I said, I'm just DIY guy. I do some little handyman projects, some exterior installations, some interior installations, and yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it. I wish it could be a little brighter outside, but outside I think most levels are going to struggle, even the higher end ones. But for what I needed and the price that I paid for, I think I got what I paid for. So if you are considering a laser and you don't want to dish out all that $500+, even $300+, this one here is only a couple hundred, 180, just slightly under $180. With taxes and stuff, I probably spent about $200. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I can work with it. I can use the target to find my lines outside, and I can make my little mark, and I'm good. Again, these are DIY projects that I'm doing. They're not any big major projects, so it works for that. Anyways, it won't take up any more of your time. Again, the box, it's pretty good. You guys see that right there. I think they give you enough little toys where to just push you over the line. It says, hey, yeah, okay, this is good. I can stick with this. I don't have to return this. I can make it work. Okay, anyways, enough blabbing. That's my review right there on the Huepar 4x360 green 4D cross-line laser with the LCD screen and the Bluetooth app that helps you control it on your phone. So I got to do all that, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. Once if you guys decide to go with it, the main thing is It's a little hard to see outside, but again, most lasers are. And this one, for what the price is, I think you'll be happy. I think if you do anything, any DIY projects, any exterior installations, I think it can help you out. Anyways, if you guys like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and share the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.